Have you ever found yourself wide awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body just won't let you sleep? If you're an older woman, this isn't just a random annoyance. It's your body trying to tell you something important about your health, your emotions, and even your future. And here's the kicker. Most people don't even know that waking up during this time can be a sign that something crucial is happening inside. In this video, I'm going to share 5 powerful strategies that will not only help you understand why this happens, but will also turn those restless nights into moments of calm and clarity. Stick around until the end, because the 4th tip is one that most people miss, and it could be the key to unlocking better sleep and a healthier you. These tips are backed by science and will help you sleep better, feel more energized, and even boost your emotional well-being. If you've been struggling with those frustrating late-night wake-ups, you'll definitely want to watch this video all the way through. I'll be revealing simple yet effective steps you can take to calm your body, clear your mind, and even find inspiration in those quiet early hours. Don't just suffer through sleepless nights. Let's take control together and transform your sleep habits for the better. So, grab a comfortable seat, and let's dive into these transformative steps that could change the way you sleep forever. Trust me, the solution you've been looking for is just a few minutes away. If you're not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now let's begin. Don't force sleep. Do this instead. Imagine this. You're jolted awake in the dead of night. Your body is still heavy with the remnants of sleep, but your mind is completely wide awake. You glance at the clock and a wave of panic washes over you as the harsh red or blue light reads 3:17 a.m. Your heart skips a beat. Oh no, not again. The familiar dread creeps in like an old unwelcome friend. You've been here before, haven't you? The anxiety begins instantly, your mind racing. If I fall asleep now, I can still get a few hours. No, wait, it's too late for that. Maybe just 1 hour. Oh God, why can't I sleep? Your heart is pounding in your chest, your thoughts buzzing like a swarm of bees. And the harder you try to will yourself back into the dream world, the more impossible it becomes. Does this sound familiar? The desperation, the frustration? I know that feeling. You're not alone in this. Waking up in the middle of the night, especially between 3 and 5 a.m., is more common than most people realize. And believe it or not, it's not the end of the world. But here's the catch. The moment you start panicking, spiraling into a mental meltdown about your lack of sleep, you're only making things worse. It's like adding fuel to a fire that doesn't need to exist in the first place. Let's take a moment to reflect on why this happens and, more importantly, how you can change the course of your night. Forcing yourself to sleep is akin to trying to control the uncontrollable, like attempting to herd cats while riding a unicycle. It's not only frustrating, it's downright futile. When you lie there clenching your fists, mentally pleading with your body to just let you sleep, you're not calming your mind, you're igniting a storm. Stress floods your system, and with it, cortisol, the devil of sleep disturbances. Cortisol is your body's natural alarm clock, reminding you that you're wide awake, and it's time to deal with it, whether you like it or not. It's that nagging little voice that says, don't even think about going back to sleep. Your brain is on and you're not getting any rest. And before you know it, your nervous system is operating in full-on overdrive, leaving you more wired than you were when you first opened your eyes. The true irony is this: the more you fight sleep, the less likely it is to come. So why not stop the struggle? Why not turn this midnight wake-up call into something far less torturous, perhaps even a moment of peace, or better yet, something productive? Let's change the way we approach this. First, stop lying there feeling defeated. I get it. It's tempting to just stay there, helpless, eyes wide open in the dark. But don't sit up. Gently. No need to jolt yourself awake and jump straight into daytime mode. Just a small change in posture can signal to your brain that you're not sinking into despair. You're not helpless, you're simply shifting gears. Now take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Breathe in deeply through your nose, count to 4, and hold for a beat. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat. Sounds simple, right? But this isn't just a calming ritual. This is a cheat code for your body and mind. The slow, rhythmic breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is like flipping a switch to calm the chaos. You might not even realize it, but with each deep breath, your body starts to soften. Your shoulders drop, and that racing heart begins to slow down. It's not magic. It's just biology working in your favor. Next, ask yourself, why are you awake? Get curious. Is your pillow flat as a pancake, worn out from years of faithful service? Or is the blanket twisted around your legs, holding you hostage in an uncomfortable tangle? Maybe the room is too hot, or even worse, too cold. Did someone crack a window and leave you freezing in the middle of March? These little inconveniences can sneak into your sleep and rob you of precious rest without you even noticing. But you can do something about it now. Take a moment, get up, fluff that pillow, untangle those sheets, adjust the thermostat to a comfortable 60° to 67°, the sweet spot for sleep according to science. Even something as simple as a glass of water can work wonders. Dehydration has a sneaky way of waking us up in the dead of night. The key takeaway: don't just lie there in defeat, helpless and frustrated. Take control, however small the steps. Fix the discomforts, calm your mind, and give your body the chance it deserves to rest. These small tweaks may seem insignificant, but trust me, they can make a world of difference. It's all about breaking free from the cycle of frustration and reclaiming your peace of mind. You deserve a restful night, and the first step toward that is stopping the battle, finding balance, and letting your body do its natural work. Hydrate. But smartly. Hydration is often seen as just a mundane task, something we do automatically, without much thought. But if we pause and think about it, hydration is a powerful act of self-care. It's not just about drinking water. It's about nourishing your body, bringing balance to your system, and offering your body the deep, subtle care it truly needs. You might have experienced it, waking up in the middle of the night, the clock showing 3:47 a.m., and feeling like something's not quite right. Maybe you wake up with your mouth feeling dry, as if you've been chewing on cotton all night, or your legs are twitching and restless, refusing to settle no matter how hard you try. Or perhaps you're lying there in bed, feeling uncomfortably warm despite the room being cool and cozy. It's almost like your body is sending out a silent alarm, yet you can't pinpoint exactly what's wrong. You don't think it's serious, but it's unsettling. Well, here's the real culprit: dehydration. And it's sneaky. It lurks in the background, quietly depleting your body's water reserves while you sleep. And then when you wake up, it's your body's urgent call for help. That dry, uneasy feeling in your mouth, the strange restlessness in your legs, and the unsettling warmth you feel. It's your body desperately pleading for water, a vital, life-sustaining liquid it lost during the night. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're still here with me. It's easy to overlook hydration when we're in the midst of those uncomfortable moments. But let's talk about how to hydrate smartly. Because in the middle of the night, it's not as simple as just guzzling down a glass of water. That's not going to help you get the rest and rejuvenation you need. If you don't hydrate the right way, you might end up making the situation worse, waking yourself up even more. Hydrating the right way in the middle of the night isn't just about throwing back a cold glass of water. It's about being intentional with what you consume and when. Get it right, and your body will thank you by letting you slide back into peaceful, undisturbed sleep. Here's where most people go wrong. They reach for a glass of ice-cold water. I get it. When you're feeling overheated, it's so tempting to grab something cold, something refreshing. But let me tell you, Chugging something straight out of the fridge when you're half asleep is like slapping your body awake. Think about it. You're trying to coax your body into relaxation, to bring it back to that peaceful, calm state. Then you shock it with a cold drink. Your body shifts gears. That cold water hits your system like a bucket of ice, jarring you out of your sleepy haze, making your muscles tense up and your mind sharpen when all you want is to return to slumber. Trust me, it's like trying to comfort a child who's been startled from a dream by shaking them awake, only to make them more upset. The coldness disrupts your body's natural rhythm, making it harder to relax and find that sweet spot of deep sleep. Instead, what you need is water that's more in tune with your body's natural state. Room temperature water, or even water that's slightly warm, works wonders. When you drink water at the right temperature, it feels comforting, like a hug from the inside. It's gentle, just like your body, and it doesn't send any alarming signals to your system. When you sip on room temperature water, your body doesn't feel the shock or tension from the cold. Instead, it accepts the water like it's something it's been waiting for. It's nourishing, restorative, and calming. The best part? You don't have to make a trip to the kitchen for a fancy drink. Just keep a small glass or bottle of water by your nightstand. No fuss, no complications. Just enough to gently hydrate you when you need it most. But here's the thing. Water alone isn't always enough. If you've been feeling especially restless or unsettled, chances are your body has been losing more than just water while you sleep. It's been shedding important minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. These are the vital electrolytes that help keep your muscles relaxed, your nerves steady, and your energy balanced. Think of electrolytes as the quiet conductors behind your body's orchestra. When they're in balance, everything works harmoniously. But if you're low on electrolytes, you may wake up feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or oddly tired, even though you've just had a long night's sleep. That faint headache, that wired but tired feeling, and the sense that your body just isn't quite right, these are signs that your electrolytes need a boost. This is where a simple but powerful trick can make a world of difference. Instead of just plain water, try adding a pinch of high-quality sea salt to your drink. I'm talking about Celtic or Himalayan salt, not the refined iodized table salt you find in the shaker. The minerals in these salts are more bioavailable and can do wonders for your body's electrolyte balance. A tiny pinch, just a few grains, is all you need. It's not about overloading your system with salt, but rather gently reintroducing the necessary minerals your body has lost while you were sleeping. This little adjustment helps replenish your system without overwhelming your kidneys or pushing your body into overdrive. And if you're not a fan of salt, that's okay too. A splash of fresh lemon juice can do the trick. Not only does it add a fresh, tangy flavor to your water, but lemon is rich in potassium, another key mineral that your body craves. Slowly sip your water with a pinch of salt or the lemon juice and feel it settle into your system. Don't rush through it. Let your body take its time to absorb the hydration, to receive the nourishment it's been missing. It's an act of kindness toward yourself, taking the time to care for your body when it needs it most. And the benefits are real. That dry mouth, that sense of restlessness, that tightness in your legs, all of that begins to melt away. You'll feel the balance returning to your body, and you'll feel calmer, more at ease. That subtle sense of renewal, of feeling more grounded and centered, is exactly what you're giving yourself when you hydrate thoughtfully. There's something so deeply satisfying about caring for yourself in this way. It's simple, yet incredibly powerful. It's not just about drinking water. It's about offering your body the right kind of hydration at the right time with the right ingredients. It's about showing up for yourself, especially when you need it most. And when you take these small steps, like sipping room temperature water with a pinch of salt or a splash of lemon juice, you're not just addressing your thirst. You're restoring your body's natural balance, giving it what it truly needs to thrive. So, the next time you wake up in the middle of the night feeling parched or restless, don't just grab the first glass you can find. Take a moment to think about what your body is asking for. Give it the care it deserves, and watch how much smoother your return to sleep can be. It's these small acts of self-love that can transform not just your night, but your overall sense of well-being. Check your emotions, it's 4:12 a.m. and you suddenly wake up. It's not the typical grogginess that pulls you from sleep nor the annoying beeping of an alarm clock. No, this feels different. There's something heavier about it, something more unsettling, as though your body is betraying you by dragging you out of your peaceful slumber. You lie there, still in the dark, but the quiet seems almost suffocating now. There's a weight pressing on your chest, a restless hum, an almost palpable unease, a vague ache that you can't quite put into words. It's not physical. There's no pain, no obvious discomfort, but something deep inside you feels off, like a subtle but persistent tug at your heart. Maybe it's your mind that's already active, running through the mental reels of yesterday's events, perhaps replaying a tense moment with a friend or spouse. Or maybe you're already dreading something on the horizon, something you're anxious or fearful about. Does this feel familiar? You know the feeling, the moment when your mind refuses to let you rest, when your emotions stir up in the stillness of the night. It's not just the usual sleep disturbances, it's something deeper, something you might not have considered before. That restless, unsettled feeling could be your emotions waking up with you, acting as the alarm clock for your heart and mind, trying to pull your attention towards something unresolved. In traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, emotions are deeply connected to the health of specific organs. The lungs, for instance, are often associated with feelings of sadness, grief, and stress. So, when you wake up in that early morning hour feeling heavy-hearted, restless, or simply unsettled, it might not be a coincidence. It could be your body's way of telling you that something is stirring beneath the surface, something your mind has been too busy to acknowledge during the day. It's like an emotional whisper, reminding you that there's something unresolved, something you're carrying that needs to be looked at. The stillness of the night gives your body a chance to bring these emotions to the forefront, asking you to listen. You can ignore it for a while, but your body will keep trying to communicate with you in subtle, sometimes inconvenient ways, like waking you up at 4 a.m. when the world is silent and your mind has no choice but to listen. Maybe it's something you've been carrying for days, weeks, or even years. Perhaps it's unresolved sadness or grief, a loss that you've never fully let go of. It could be stress from work, family, or the burdens of daily life, things that weigh on you, but that you push aside because you don't have the time to deal with them. Maybe it's that email you never sent, or that argument that was never fully resolved. Acknowledge your thoughts. When you wake up in the middle of the night and your mind is racing, it's important to acknowledge the thoughts that come up instead of pushing them away. Often we try to ignore what's on our minds because we don't want to deal with it. But avoiding it only makes it worse, as those thoughts will keep coming back, preventing you from going back to sleep. Acknowledge the thoughts, but don't let them control you. Think of it like having a conversation with yourself. Ask why you're feeling this way and explore the thoughts without judgment. You don't need to come to any conclusions or solve the problem right then and there, but simply acknowledging that you have these thoughts can help release their power over you. One strategy is to use mindfulness techniques. By focusing on the present moment and letting go of any judgments, you can quiet your mind. Instead of thinking about what happened yesterday or worrying about what might happen tomorrow, bring your attention to your breath or the feeling of the sheets against your skin. This can help you release the tension and stress that's keeping you awake and ease back into a restful sleep. Create a sleep-friendly environment. The environment you sleep in plays a huge role in how well you rest. If you're waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., it could be that your sleep environment is affecting your rest. Make sure your bedroom is a sanctuary for sleep. Keep the room dark, cool, and quiet. Light can interfere with your circadian rhythm, so eliminate any light sources, including street lights or even a glowing alarm clock. A dark room tells your body that it's time to sleep. Temperature is another key factor. The ideal sleep temperature is between 60 degrees and 67 degrees. If it's too hot or too cold, it can disrupt your sleep, even if you don't consciously notice it. A comfortable mattress and pillow that support your body are also crucial. If you're waking up with aches or feeling unrested, it could be that your bedding is no longer giving you the support you need. Lastly, minimize any distractions. If you're sensitive to noise, consider using a white noise machine or earplugs. Any disruptions, like your phone buzzing or a loud neighbor, can pull you out of deep sleep and make it harder to get back to rest. These small changes can have a major impact on the quality of your sleep, reducing the chances of waking up during those early hours and helping you wake up feeling more refreshed.